Mathematics 2 multiplying 2 to 3-digit numbers by a 1-digit number with and without regrouping. Objectives. At the end of the lesson, you should be able to 1. Multiply 2-digit numbers by a 1-digit number with or without regrouping. 2. Multiply 3-digit numbers by a 1-digit number with or without regrouping. Before we start, why don't we have a multiplication drill? Get your paper and pencil. Let's multiply the following. Now let's start in our lesson. Let's multiply 2 to 3-digit numbers. When multiplying 2 to 3-digit numbers by a 1-digit number in vertical form using the short method, follow these steps. Align all the numbers on the right-hand side. Multiply the ones first, then the tens, and finally the hundreds. We have to carry 10 ones to 1 10 in the tens column and 10 tens or 100 in the hundreds column. Always add the number carried over to the product of the 1-digit number and the number in the place value. Okay, let's have an example in multiplying 2-digit numbers with and without regrouping. Let's have the first example in multiplying 2-digit numbers without regrouping. Let's find the product of 34 and 2. Step 1. Multiply the ones by 4. 4 times 2 is equal to 8. Step 2. Multiply the tens by 2. 3 times 2 is equal to 6. When we multiply the 34 and 2, we get the product of 68. Here's our second example. Let's find the product of 23 and 3. Step 1. Multiply the ones by 3. 3 times 3 is equal to 9. Step 2. Multiply the tens by 3. 2 times 3 is equal to 6. When we multiply the 23 and 3, we get the product of 69. Let's have the first example in multiplying in 3-digit numbers without regrouping. Let's have the product of 421 and 2. Step 1. Multiply the ones by 2. 1 times 2 is equal to 2. Step 2. Multiply the tens by 2. 2 times 2 is equal to 4. Step 3. Multiply the hundreds by 2. 4 times 2 is equal to 8. The product of 421 and 2 is 842. Here's the second example. Let's have the product of 202 and 4. Step 1. Multiply the ones by 4. 2 times 4 is equal to 8. Step 2. Multiply the tens by 4. 0 times 4 is equal to 0. Step 3. Multiply the hundreds by 4. 2 times 4 is equal to 8. The product of 202 and 4 is 808. Now, let's move on to the multiplying 2 to 3 digits with regrouping. Let's have the first example in multiplying 2-digit numbers with regrouping. Step 1. Multiply the ones by 5. 3 times 5 is equal to 15. Which is a 2-digit number. 15 has 5 in the ones place and 1 is in the tens place. What we're going to do is put 5 under the ones column and carry over 1 at the top of the tens column. Step 2. Multiply the tens column by 5. 3 times 5 is equal to 15. Then, don't forget to add the 1. 15 plus 1 is 16. The product of 33 and 5 is 165. Let's have the second example in multiplying 2-digit numbers with regrouping. Step 1. Multiply the ones by 6. 2 times 6 is equal to 12, which is a 2-digit number. 12 has 2 in the ones place and 1 is in the tens place. What we're going to do is put 2 under the ones column and carry over 1 at the top of the tens column. Step 2. Multiply the tens column by 6. 5 times 6 is equal to 30. Then, don't forget to add the 1. 30 plus 1 is 31. The product of 52 and 6 is 312. Here's the first example in multiplying 3-digit numbers with regrouping. Let's find the product of 435 and 2. Step 1. Multiply the ones by 2. 5 times 2 is equal to 10, which is a 2-digit number. 10 has 0 is in the ones place and 1 is the tens place. Put 0 under the ones column and then put 1 at the top of the 3 in the tens column. Step 2. Multiply the tens by 2. 3 times 2 is equal to 6 and then we add 1. 6 plus 1 is 7. Step 3. Multiply the hundreds column. 4 times 2 is 8. The product of 435 and 2 is 870. Practice exercises. Let's do an exercise. Find the product of the following. Okay, time's up. Let's check your answers. Very good.